Here. Is this for me? Yes. It's a present. I want you to have it. Well, Sarah, you don't have to give me presents. But this is a special one. Special? I want you to keep it with you, always. It'll keep you safe. Safe from what? Just safe. Sarah, I didn't know little girls played with toy soldiers. I don't. Well, then where'd you get this? It used to belong to someone. Who? Someone who played with it a long time ago. Sarah, I promise I'll keep this. I want you to promise that you'll keep it and not give it away. Yeah, I will keep it. It's really keen, Sarah. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to stay right there while I get my Aunt Elizabeth, so I can prove to her that you really come here. I can't, David. I've got to go. Sarah, don't go. I have to. Sarah. Bye, David. Bye. Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
So Sharon, how did you feel being kind of like Casper the Friendly Ghost with the female version? You weren't one of these menacing spirits. You were trying to be a helpful little girl, weren't you?
I think the first word that comes to mind when I watch that is clueless.
But cute.
Adorable.
Cute goes a long way.
Absolutely
Cute goes a long
adorable.
way. You can cover it.
I'd like to think that Sarah had that demeanor because she was a ghost. She was very vague, you know? And I'm interested to hear who messed up those lines. Was it David or Sharon or Sarah? I'm sure it was me. I'm sure it was me. Very humbling.
I just noticed how often David was in bed. Really, I mean, he was in bed a lot when I was on the show.
People didn't sleep much around the house. It was pretty exhausting, but yeah, you both had a lot of, obviously, because of your ages and dynamics, you obviously were interacting with David, Sharon earlier on when he was still, pretty young kid, and obviously by the time Kathleen was working with him, he had, he was 3 or 4 years older, so obviously he was a great, he was a pretty sharp little actor.
David was wonderful. David was the key for the youngsters on that show. That was really, except for the older actors, that was David's show.
Yeah.
And
First
really
he was
good actor.
adorable.
He was adorable,
And
he was
then
a
he
good
was
actor.
handsome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He was a pest too. And I love him, he's a good friend of mine.
We all have our David stories.
Yes, we do.
He was rather precocious.
Yeah, it seemed pretty apparent. I think some of the adult actors said, yeah, when they didn't know their lines, they knew at least David would know.
David would know.
But he was generous. I mean, he gave me the line. He told me what I was supposed to say, so.
If it wasn't for David, I would literally have been lost on that show. Because when I came in, nobody really told me anything. David did. He showed me the studio, he led me around,
Right.
told me what the schedule was, showed me where I could have a cigarette in Kay Jackson's room, and just showed me the ropes all the way around.
And we will now give another glimpse back onto the video time